Hello, everyone. I wanted to come live and do this unboxing from Blingy Deb. I've had it for a little while and it's killing me because I want to know what's in there. So, we're going to do an unboxing. I'm going to show you what is in the box. I did open it, but I didn't go through it all. I just went through the top portion of it. So, I'm going to show you what's in this box. First of all, the box is small, but it is full of goodies. So I did purchase this during a benefit auction on Colleen Lyons channel, and it's one heck of a box. And I thought, why not show it, because I haven't went through all of it, but we're going to do that together. So I'm going to drop the camera just a little bit. First up, we have this red. These appear to be acrylic. They're not marked or anything. They are in good shape. There is a spring ring clasp on there, long, red, kind of pretty, I think. There's that one. Next up, we have this right here. These appear to be acrylic, but it has that wonderful hidden clasp on it, like right there. And I think, let me see if that's marked. Yes, we're marked. So let's take a look at what we have. I'm going to pull this magnifier over here so I can see what's going on. And it is marked, let me get it over. This is marked Hong Kong. So these are a pretty good. This is a pretty good necklace here. From Hong Kong and Japan are normally really good. Hi, nephew Troy. I'm getting into a wild jewelry box. Hang on tight. It's going to be fun. But anyway, we've got your little, it goes in, and this is a hidden clasp because it works into the necklace. So we will attach that. That's a goodie right there. And we'll attach that in there. It's very secure. And it just looks like it's part of the configuration. It's very nice. It's probably old. Really don't see any knots, but that's kind of nice. And it is from Hong Kong, so that's nice there. Well, I got to put this somewhere where I'm not going to have a hot mess. Okay, let me pull this open. I'll hang it on the corner here. And there's that red one. Next up, I really love this here. This is just so beautiful. And we have like these are faux pearls, but you do have like a whitish color and kind of a teal bluish color. I just think these are so pretty. You have your this is marked. Hang on a second. It is marked. We have another Hong Kong, and then you have three strands of different colors, and isn't that so pretty? If I can get it, I really like the way it's hooked up. Look how pretty that is. We may have to do a part two accordingly. I mean, this thing is packed. I mean, it's really it's a big one. I'm dying to know what else is in here. So naturally, but I wanted to share it with you guys. But I think that is just lovely. Put it over to the side. Next up, we have a gold tone bracelet. I think this one is marked on the clasp. It may be gold filled, I'm not for sure. But we have this nice little necklace here. And it is, if I'm not mistaken, I had to peek, I couldn't help it. But I thought for sure this was marked, but I don't think it is. But I like that. It's made like one that's pretty fancy there. You have that little opening right there and it connects. It's a real nice necklace. It's not gold or anything, but it does. Here's your the link on it right there. However, it is kind of nice. I took my stands downstairs because I did a short video last night, and guess where they're at? All the way down there. So next up, we have this. It looks like a faux pearl. I need to put all this stuff back in the bag, or I'm going to have a humdinging of a mess here. We'll just kind of put that back in there. That way it's in their bags and you don't have to wrestle with it and wonder what's going on and go through tangles. And, you know, I bought a few tangle lots in the past. It's made me question my sanity. But anyway, there's that one. Now this one, I'm not for sure what, it looks like a little bitty one. I don't see any markings on it, but it's one of those Y necklaces, a Y, that goes on there and hangs like that. The pearls are almost a golden color on that one. That one's a pretty one, but that's a short one too. Let's see what we have here. Let's see the length on this. Oh dear me, that's about a 14. Ouch. 14, so it's a short one, but it's pretty. It would be a pretty layering necklace. There's that one. Let's put it back in the bag. And what I loved about this jewelry lot, it was bagged, thank goodness, which was very nice. Thank you, Miss Deb. Blingy Deb. Okay, next up we have a little necklace here. Thank you. We have this here, and these are two bracelets, and they appear to be, let me do the tap test. I think they're stone, but I'm not for sure what they are, but there is a set of them. I see a little bit of something that looks like shell on there. You can tell by the iridescence on there, I guess. Those could be worn together. And P.S., if you're interested in anything that you've seen in this video, contact me and we'll take care of that, because I've got another box I got to do a video on. But, hey, it's content, right, Nephew Troy? That content is important. He's like, she's putting her finger up. She's meaning what she's saying. Okay, we have another one here. This looks like everybody's favorite fairy. I think that's like a Tinkerbell. How cute is that? Just look at that. Tinkerbell was always my favorite Disney character. It is on a shorter chain, and the wings appear. That's probably my shirt reflecting off of that. Let me turn it to the side. No, it does have a little bit of pink in it. Right there. It's on a little chain. It's not sterling or anything, but it's really cute. And there again, it's on a small. Let me check and see what's on the end of that. And it's on a small chain, but probably needs to be cleaned up a little bit. EBT. No, I can't accept that because you couldn't make it good because the government ain't going to give you nothing. So unless I can cash in, he's out there teasing me. I know it. The government's going to send you your tax forms every year. You can bank on that one. There's that. I'm just in a video mode. I need to start doing these videos closer together. I know you're joking. So next up, we're going to pull out some more. And Lord have mercy. This is a pretty one right here. Let's take a look at this gold tone. So let me check for any distinguishing marks, and I'm not seeing any, but this is a nice necklace. I like the way that is braided right there. That is really nice. And of course, it's about your 16-incher, but it is pretty. And after you shine it up a little bit, Look really nice. It's gold tone. I'll put that back in its bag. And next up we have this. Oh, this is pretty and it looks vintage. Let me look at the usually on a vintage brooch you'll have that kind of wide configuration, and I don't see it. It looks, ouch. The one thing I got poked with it, imagine that. But it does look very vintage. I don't know if someone may have applied that. No, I think that was made on there, but check out this bling. Isn't that beautiful? That's a Gina kind of brooch right there. I need to plug that light in. Well, it's not too bad. We'll bring it in. Isn't that beautiful? Usually, what I look on for vintage, it's got some stuff on it, but I think that can be cleaned off, and it's on the back. Who don't poke yours? It was too late. I already did. And there's the back of it. But a lot of pieces I find can be. Hi, Carol Stenroof. I am doing great, Carol. How about you, hun? But boy, I would put a converter on that, and I would wear that as a necklace. That is just beautiful. So, anybody sees anything they want, it's up for grabs. Just email me. All right, next up we have Carol. I'm doing this box here that I bought at a benefit auction, and it was on Colleen Lyons' channel, and it is loaded. It looks small, but I'll tell you what, it's packed. Yep, everybody's ready for the weekend. I hear that. Do you work, Carol? All righty then. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. We have this one here. I'll move in. It looks like it's got like AB coated crystal black. It's very unique. And I would have to put a clasp on there for you because it doesn't have one, but it's pretty, I think. Kind of a cha-cha-cha necklace. Now I hope I can get it back in the bag. You know how you get something out and it's like taking something out of styrofoam. You can always take it out, but getting it back in is a big pain. But anyway, we will get that in there. It does. I could add a class because I have a lot of crafting findings, and I can fix that right up. I've got a lot of beads too. I need to start getting creative because I do have the beads, and that is no joke. Next up, we have this. Oh, these are heavy, and they are knotted in between. And we do have a hang tag on there, and that hang tag says Marvella. Now, Marvella is not one of the highest end jewelry, but I tell you what, these are heavy, and I bet you, not for sure, but Marvella is an older brand of jewelry. It has a tin roof. It has a kind of a sheen on them. I'm pretty sure they're not real. On a pearl, you know, when a pearl is being produced and it's wrapping the nacre around the irritant in there, you can kind of tell where that's going around, and you can tell that that's a nice set right there. And that's it's not the longest set, but it's pretty. Let me see if I see any peeling or chipping. Another thing that you want to watch for on pearls is you want to look down in there and see if you have any chipping or anything on that. This is a better quality. They're not pearls, but they're very nice. But Marvella's been around for a while. It's not the highest quality, but it's not the worst neither. So there's that. Diggy man, I may get through this, y'all. You never know. Oh, wow. Look at that. I get all excited. I didn't get to, I had cracked the box and I thought, no, I'm just going to hang on and show these. Next up, we have, hmm, that is a beautiful scarf clip right there. Ooh, and it's marked. We love our marked stuff, don't we, ladies? It is, well, for one thing, it's a little on the Western Germany score. It is Western Germany, and I bet you a quarter, and I'm not a gambling person. I think I see some mother of pearl back in there, but that is West Germany. I am excited. Looky there, West Germany. Here's the back of it. You get something from West Germany and you got something. Of course, it's a little where I had to really do the eagle eye on it, but it is marked on the back. And then you just have this little bead bicone stretch bracelet, which it's seen in better days, but if you that could be taken apart and the beads could be used. That is awesome. I love that. That is just beautiful. I love that. See, I don't know what's in here, and that's what's been bugging me because I haven't gone through it yet. And I thought, well, why not go through it with you guys? So next up, we have this little gold tone necklace. Let me see if it's marked anything. It's pretty, a bow. I love bows. I love flowers, and I love hearts. And it is marked. Let's see what we have here. I'm using this teeny tiny one. I can see better with it. This one is an Avon piece. Avon's got some pretty nice stuff, and it is gold tone, and it does have that bow on it. Isn't that pretty? I'm not for sure if this is vintage or not. It may be one of their new ones. It's in wonderful shape. And a lot of people collect Avon, and especially the vintage, the older piece Avons. There's that. That's in good shape. I bet you no one ever wore this. So there's that one. So far, we've got some pretty promising things in here. I'm pretty impressed. Wow, look at that collar necklace. That is something else. It's gold tone. How beautiful is that? I'm really, really seriously thinking about. I've got so many plugins going on here. Let's see, what did I do with the end of that? Because this might put a lot of light on the subject. No pun intended. There it is. Well, it's not plugged in all the way. I'm afraid I'm going to pull everything out, but they said let there be light, and there was. Okay, let me move it to where it's not blinding people and myself included. Get it up there. That's still way too bright. Let me tone that down a little bit. It's an adjustable thingy. I'll pull it back over and point it in my direction. Okay, this is beautiful. It's a collar. It's gold tone. There appears to be no wear on it. It probably needs to be cleaned, but you can't have a very big neck for this one. You would have to pull it out a little bit. But that's kind of pretty. Now, I do see something on the inside, but I bet you I could clean that up. And you can't, you'd have to have a tiny neck, but I think you could open that up. My neck's always been small. That gives a whole meaning to the word choker. Trust me. Let me take that off. Let's see if we can't bring that open a little bit more. But yeah, that's the way it would look. It's kind of pretty. It's got really intricate designing in it. Very nice. I'll bring that in so you can see that. Very pretty piece, actually. Alrighty then, moving on. Let's just pull it out and work from the... Okay, next up we have this. This is not an old one either. We have this brooch here. And this is pretty too and in pretty decent shape. You've got, let me check to make sure all the stones. We have one missing stone, but I bet you I got one to replace that. And how beautiful is that? Here's your back. It's not marked anything, but it's kind of pretty. Kind of reminds me of that, oh, what do you call that? It escapes me now, but I could probably replace that stone. It's right in there in the corner there, if you can see that. Right there. But I bet I can fix that. It's only one stone. And after that's cleaned up real well, that'll be really pretty. It's not sterling, but it's still a nice brooch. So this is a pretty nice bag so far. Next up, we just have a plain silver stretch bracelet. Yes, and this is all from one box. And you know, when I buy a box, it's a box. I work 2 Ace Hardware stores, office manager at both. So Carol gets, she's the office manager. She gets all the employees coming there crying to her every now and then, I'm sure. But that's why you make the big bucks, right? But anyway, this has all different colors on it. It is a stretch. The stretch does appear to be very nice. Got all those colors on it. Yeah, it's from this. It's small but mighty. I know sometimes I think, especially people that's been with a company for a good while and they're still making peanuts, there's something wrong with that picture. A good employee is hard to find. If you got one, pay them what they're worth. And I know that the big guy above you wants to make all the money, but he needs to share the joy, right? But yeah, I think oftentimes people, if they've been with the company for a long time, their pay should reflect that. It really should. All right, boy, they really. I may have to put this in another bag because it looks like it's stuffed in there. All right, we have a Christmas tree brooch. I do not see any markings on this brooch. It is gold tone, and I was wrong. Let me see. I think it said Sarah Coventry, but let me check. Let's see. It is marked. I'm really impressed with this box, y'all. It says, I don't even recognize that name. It says HOL Holly GRAF PF, something like that. I've never heard of that brand, but look how nice this is. Let me get this paper off of it. Let's see what we got here. See if it's but it is branded, and I have never heard of that name. I got to watch out for, but it's branded right there. Let me put it to where, right there. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate that. Let me move it in super close. I probably clean it, but it does appear, I guess that's just the way it's made, but you have a little gold Christmas tree. How cute. Let me get that out of our way for a second. How cute is that? It's really nice. Kind of reminds me of like a vintage, but I do not recognize that name at all. Where's my cleaning cloth? Oh well. Okay, we'll put that back in the bag. But I am really impressed with this bag. I have great bosses been them with over 20 years. Wow. Going from what some employees last these days, that is remarkable because sometimes it's like a revolving door, and you probably know this yourself. They come in, they go out, they come in, they go out. And I think what has happened is the older people that are the best workers have retired and they're left with people that come in, they're on their phone or they're goofing off or they're late. In my day, that happened and you'd be out the door because you know what? There was about 10 behind you ready to take your job, you know, and that is the gospel. That's why my daughter, when she graduated high school, she didn't want to go to college. And I said, what's next? And she went out and got a job and she's still working because if you don't teach a kid something, you just have to. You have to teach them responsibility. Ooh, look at this. We have a cameo choker. Isn't that pretty? That reminds me of something I would wear. Let's see, is there anything? Let me see if there's something missing. And I'm sure that's an acrylic. That's not shell. I can tell by the feel of it. But it is kind of cute, though. You do have a lobster claw on the back of that. It's gold tone. It is kind of pretty, though. Kind of a Victorian vibe going on there. There's that one. What time it is? I don't want to go over and miss my favorite auction, right, Carol? I'm awful when it comes. Well, I'm not awful. Next up, we have this white one here, and I've been in a few auctions in my day, maybe too many. Okay. Ooh, this has another. I bet this is a West Germany. Ooh, score. And I believe it is. No, it's Hong Kong. I'll zoom in and see if I can't show you the back. Let's see. That is. But I like to get things from Hong Kong because I really think they're better. Let me move in and show you. Right marked right there. You probably can't see it. There we go. That's a good shot. And there again, it has that hidden clasp, to where it doesn't look like there's a division between the necklace itself. And I had another one too. These two right here. They're white, and white does go with anything, but those are Hong Kong. Let's see if we're knotted in between. Nope, but those are nice. I think they're running about the same length. One has a little graduated little balls on it, but there's that one. I'll hang them on the end of my drawer here where it won't be a hot mess. This one's acrylic too. It's just over the head, white, kind of different though. That's a long one. There's that one. Boy, I tell you, I need to have an auction. It's getting ridiculous. Here, let me put this back over here. And next up, we have this one here. This one's kind of neat. Very interesting beads on this one. I'm not for sure what these are, but you do have a spring ring clasp right there. Very interesting. I think those may be acrylic, but it is an interesting necklace to say the least. There's that one there. There's those beads on there. It's kind of nice to keep all these separate and you're not fighting tangles. Let's see. next up we have, oh my goodness. I get excited, y'all, when I go through jewelry and then when I see it, So anyway, did you get into auctions and such? Well, I've only been doing this for, it was a year in December. I watched, I like what got really started all. I like to watch these YouTube videos where these people buy storage units and they go through them. And then I started watching, I think Lydia's channel was the first one that I watched. And I watched and watched for a while, and I knew I had a lot of items, and I thought, well, I could do that. Why not? So it was a year, the mid part of December, I think. And it's just something that I enjoy going out and looking for things and finding things. And it just seemed like, I can do that and I can work from the house and do something that I really love is shopping. And I thought, why not? I'll give it a whirl. So, well, that one was this brooch is awesome. Where's my scissors at? Of course, they're in the wrong spot, so I think these bags are a little bit older. I've got some new bags. So, oh my goodness, look at this. Is that what I think it is? We do have some missing stones. Let me see if it's marked. You're like, would you show it to us already? Okay, it is not marked, but take a look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, isn't that nice? I think there may be some missing rhinestones in it, but I can replace those. That is really pretty, and I'm really surprised that's not marked. I don't see any marking. That's got one long pin on it. I love that. That is a pretty, pretty piece, pretty brooch. Like I said, I can replace, there's a rhinestone or two missing, but I can replace that. That is beautiful. I like that baby pink and the yellow, and there's enamel on that, and enamel's nice. So I had a booth at the antique barn for a couple of years. That was fun. So Carol, what did you do with your inventory? You're no longer doing it? And if so, what did you do with your inventory after you stopped doing it? Okay, next up, it looks like we have a little bit of bling bling here. And yes, we do. And we have a marked bling bling. That's the kind of bling bling I really like to get. This is Aeropostale. It's like a mall jewelry place, comparable to Claire's. But anyway, here it is, and it is marked Aeropostale. I'll move in for you. Kind of pretty. A lot of times on this jewelry, all you need to do is clean it up, and you would be surprised the outcome. So there's that one right there. I've cleaned some jewelry in my day, you know. But I need to have an auction with a $1 start and move as fast as I possibly can to get through all the jewelry. But I really do need to have that. It's getting ridiculous. Next up, we have this one. I think it's just a green acrylic. I wish this room was 3. And then I have a room across the way. It's, it's one of those rooms where I'm going to put it in there and then I'll get to it later, and it's a hot mess. But anyway, I live in a rather large house. I sewed down, marked down, and when I was done, I gave my friend who had 2 booths at the same time the rest of it. Well, that was good. You helped her out. This is just a little green acrylic one here. St. Patty's Day is coming up. It's a longer one. There's that one. But so far, I'm really impressed with the contents of this box. And next up we have, and thank you, Carol, for coming in. I appreciate that. So next up we have, this is heavy, and if that was sterling, I would really be licking my lips about now, but I don't think it is. I don't see any marks, but it's one of those like rope chains. It's a longer one. I would say it's about 22 inches long, something like that, but it's not marked. And there's your lobster claw right there. It's not marked anything, but it's nice. I think if that was cleaned up, that would be something else, you know? That's a nice piece. If that was silver, that would be a major score, wouldn't it? There's that. And next up, we have this one. Oh, this one's interesting. Looks like a layered necklace. But look at it. Look at the balls on that. That's almost like a wire on that. Gold toned all the way around. Kind of reminds me of a Leah Sophia, but I don't see any hang tag on it. It is a triple layer though, and that's kind of pretty, I think. Just that. Then you have your lobster claw on that. Then you have a little bead ball right there, but I think that's pretty classy myself. Nice one. There's that one. Okay. This is packed full. I can't believe it. Okay, next up we have, this is cute. It's a little heart brooch. It's not marked anything, but it's cute. I can get it out. That's kind of pretty, I think. Got some bling on it. Blingy unboxing. Yes. Hey, Nana Tink. Thank you for coming in. This is my second video of the day. I'm getting really, I wanted to see what was in this box. And I said, well, I want to share it with everybody. So isn't that really something? That looks like a Gina brooch to me. But it's an excellent shape. There's some weight to it. It's not marked. There's the back of it. Sometimes people get so enthralled with upteen of people in a chat. Well, you know what? It's a good thing, but then, if somebody wants to watch, they want to watch, and you're just adding to your structure of your YouTube, because a lot of people like unboxings, and I'm one of them. I get excited watching somebody else, and I'm not being negative, but I'm just telling you, you can't always, especially on a Friday when the auctions are rampant. Well, that's interesting. We've got I got to do some, ooh, I love that. So we have this one right here. I didn't see any markings on the back. There's the back of it. I got some, Nana, I got some West Germany necklaces, and pretty cool. I get excited when I see West Germany. This one, I think this one only would be good to harvest the stones that don't even have a back on it, but the stones are nice. And look at that. It just fell apart. I guess it was its time to go, but it's got beautiful stones on it. So we'll put that in the harvest bag, and I'm sure it's got some AB coated ones on there. Man, I picked that up and it broke. But you can always use the stones for something else. Let's go. Ooh, pink. That's a little pink. A small necklace. It's like a looks like a disco ball in a way, but it's pink. That gives a whole new meaning to the word choker. That's not, I don't think that even fit me. And then you've got your spring ring clasp right there. Maybe it broke and somebody redone it, but that's a teeny tiny one. There's that one. And next up we have it looks like we have a little stick pin. Whoops, I didn't show you this spoon or this shovel. This is odd. Here's a brooch that's a shovel and got something black on it, like I guess it's coal or something. I'm not for sure what it is. It's not a marked brooch, but it is very interesting. There's the back of it right there. But this one is va va boom. I love that. It's cool. Yeah, coal. Isn't that different? They can't say we didn't get something different. And here's a little rhinestone on the desk. So next up we have, let's see. This looks to be connected, not in the best manner, but what's that? These are green. You're certainly not a pearl. You find a green pearl and that many of them. That would be better. A shovel full of gold, right? 24K. I see that now. These are. Let me tap them. I think these are acrylic, but it's kind of nice. You've got your different colors in it. Let me get that up. And by the time I would get that untangled, it'd be this time tomorrow. So we're going to pass. But this is an interesting green, don't you think? There's that. Yes, when you go through jewelry, it gets kind of rough. Okay, next up we have this piece here. There's some good stuff in here. I'm impressed. I'm going to have another unboxing. There's going to be one that's going to be really amazing. It looks like a little bracelet. It's not marked anything. It looks really tiny. It looks like it'd be for a kid. You have your gold tone right there. There's that. Looks to be a very short one. And my wrists aren't very big, and I kind of doubt, well, yes, it would fit my wrist. There's the back part of it. Teeny tiny little dude, but nonetheless. Yeah, I'm gonna, you figure, if you want subscribers and you want to kind of broaden your horizons, you got to do videos. People love videos. You just got to get out there, and I felt like this is my second video today, but I felt like I wanted to come on here and do another one, and why not? This is odd. I'm not for sure what this is. It's got a little bling on it, though, and it's got two. Now, that ain't going to be fitting nobody's neck anytime soon. It's real little, like two lobster claws. I guess you could add that on to a purse or something to kind of dress it up a little bit if you've got, buckles right there. But I have to tell this story. I think Nana is a big influence on me because she told me, she goes, you need to do more videos and stuff like that. And she just, I don't know, I don't think she realized how much she encouraged me. And I just love you to death, Nana. You are such an inspiration. I was thinking about that today. I said, wow, she really. Thank you, Nana. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But no, you've inspired me. It's just something about you. You project, you're so loving and you project that. And you're almost like a mentor, almost. Nana's like, what's in that girl out there? Then we have this one, this small. It's got little different colored. There's some pink and green. Nice for Easter, isn't it? That's the kind of people that you want to connect yourself with, is those kind of people that see your potential and they peck you on the shoulder and say, hey, get busy, but in a nice way. Well, Nana, it's true. I speak from my heart and I always have. And it just, I got to give you props. I really do, because I think you have been, and I don't think you realize the influence that you have been on me, because it's just, I don't know, she draws people like a moth to a flame. She really does. And I'm really, really, I really mean that. But that would be pretty for Easter. But we all have potential. We just need to, sometimes you just need someone to say, hey, I see your potential. You're not getting out there. What's your problem? Not like that, but you just need to say, hey, be encouraging one to another, because life is short and we need to love each other, because one day it'll all be over with and you don't want to have any regrets for sure. Oh, I got an AB coated right here, some bling bling. There we have some AB coated. It's just acrylic, but it's kind of pretty. It would be like a choker-esque type necklace, and that AB coming off of that. You do have a lobster claw closure, and you do have that. But I know absolutely one thing for certain, that if I needed something, Nana, all it would take is one email and she would take care of it. She is such a good person. I know she's just an email away. But yeah, this is just a little AB coded thingy here. And we're going to put that right there. Next up, we have, oh, another brooch. Look out. I like brooches. I think brooches are they're kind of underrated, because you can do so much with them. If I can get this bag open. Want to be stubborn, I'm going to have to rip into it like a. I heard something hit the. Okay. This one is pretty. It's not marked, and a stone just fell out of it, but a little bit repair on that. It's not a marked brooch, but wait a minute. I could have spoken too soon. I think it is. And a little stone just came out of it. That's a beautiful stone. I'll have to harvest. Let me take a look at this. Boy, did I speak before I should have. This one is, let me get it in this little one. This one is let me turn it the other way. And there's a trademark C on that. What kills me on a lot of these brooches, they put the lettering so close that makes your eyes cross. Let's see. I think it says Trafari. No, it doesn't. I can't even see it. I'm going to have to do further investigation, but it's got beautiful stones in it. And they put the letters so far together, it gets on your nerves trying to see it. On your nervousness, as I would say. But it is a marked brooch, and it does have some missing stones. I'm hoping that I can find those, but that is beautiful. I'm not for sure what that's marked, but it's marked something, and I got to put, oh, goody, there's a stone in the bag. I think they may be in the bag here. Talk about lightning striking twice in the same place. Okay, but there's one missing, but that is still beautiful. Look how pretty that is. Boop, boop. Now, whether or not you could find another stone like that's yet to be seen, but it is in the bag. It's Okay, thanks, Nana. I may do a part two to this because there's still more in there. How long have I been on? I don't see the countdown. I don't have a clock up here. Can someone put the time in the chat? Where's the thing that counts down the... Oh, okay. I see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little bit longer and we'll do a part two. And next up we have, this is pretty. It's heavy. I have no clue what that is. It looks like it's pewter to me. Here's the back of it. I'm not really for sure. I'll have to delve a little deeper in that. It's pretty though. It looks like pewter though, and then it's got this right here on it, so I don't know what that's about, but it's really heavy. Huh. I may have to look into that, but there's that one. Alrighty then, moving on, and we'll save part of this for another continuation of the box. Okay, next up we have, this one's here is interesting. It's acrylic, but look how pretty for those purple levers out there. Look at that, how that's wavy. That'd be even better if that was glass. I think we have a whoops. I think we have a missing chain. No, we don't. But isn't that pretty? That's a real, that's not a real stone. It's acrylic. You got a lobster claw on that. That's kind of pretty. And there's this in there. Let me look at this. I have this here. I'm not for sure. I tell you what, I don't think that's a stone. I think that's glass. And then we have something missing on it. But anyway, here's this one. I don't think that's a real stone. I do think that's glass. There's just something about a gemstone that is real distinctive. And boy, this one needs some cleaning. It's got some stuff missing, but you got some AB coated stones on it. That's something, you know. See the little bling bling. And we have a ring. Let me see what we got here. It looks to be, I don't see any marking on it. It's a fashion ring. It could be clean for sure. But here's this one. Right there. Needs to be cleaned. I'll give you a size on it here. Boy, if you had a burglar come in, you could knock him a bug winding with that. This one is coming in at almost, well, it's an 8. I think I'll do some cleaning on that. That's not silver, but it's pretty. Sometimes things could be silver and they may not be marked. That may be one to put in the pile for, well, looking on the inside of it, I don't think it is, but yet it is a pretty ring. It's a bigger one. You know, you find your larger rings sell a lot better than your smaller ones. That's kind of cute. Let me put this back in the bag. That way you put it back in the bag and then you're not in for such a big hot mess. So let's see what time it is. Oh wow, that's glass. It's a nice bracelet. Look at that. And I believe that's glass. Oh, shucks. And there's one missing. But that's a nice bracelet. Look at that. I was looking for some markings. You got your photo over closure on that. Oh, wow. How I wish that stone was in that bag. It's not marked anything. It is pretty, though. I might be able to find amongst my goodies, I may be able to find something to fit that. Look at that. It's got that real nice thing right there. It's kind of gold tone, but isn't that pretty? It's like missing one stone. I'd rather have one missing than a whole bunch of them, but I may be able to find something and fix. That's worthy of fixing. That's a beauty. Look at that. I need to fix me a little thing where I put jewelry off that either needs repaired or the stones need to be harvested out of it. Oh, wow. Here's another teeny tiny one. This is a teeny tiny. It's got stones in it. Let me get a closer look here. I'm not for sure. I may clean that up and Presidium. I've got a Presidium and Presidium test it. We might have some stones in there because, a real gemstone reflects a certain way. So there may be when I do a part 2, I might come on and say, hey, you know what that was? I'll put that over by my Presidium and I'll check it. But it's a little one. It's got that spring ring. Spring ring. And it looks to be a little one. Let me see. I don't know if that'd fit me or not. That's like squeezing nope, too small. That'd be like squeezing a round circle into a square box. But no, I'm going to check those stones because something tells me. Could be wrong, but you never know until you check. So, next up we have, another brooch. You'd think I'd never seen a brooch before the way I get so excited. Alrighty then, I don't see any marking on it. This is another pretty one, and as luck would have it, the stones are in it. Score. Let me fasten this so I can get it up to the... I think brooches are really neat. I know that goes back in there. But anyway, look at that. Isn't that nice? Okay, Carol, I'm going to go ahead and end this one because I'm going to have a part 2. And so I'd like to thank everyone in the chat for coming. I really appreciate it. There will be a part 2 on the rest of the contents of the box. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment after this video when you can. And I will see you on part 2 of this box. So far, it's been really wonderful. So I love you guys, and I'll see you on part 2. Bye-bye.